Okay, so this is the second short video for Lab 1. So what I've done is I've set up a Lab 1 ArcGIS Pro project file. And if we look at where that's located, we should be able to see that somewhere in here. No, back up actually. So I've got it within my folders that I've mapped here. And so I think if I view perhaps the metadata on that, you can see it, maybe? No. Okay, so add folder connection. So basically what I did is I made a folder connection to my OneDrive and put it there, and you should do the same. And then also, so don't worry about that. Anyways, also you can see, yeah, so within that I've added the Utah 300 PNG image. So basically if I add that here, we'll see nothing come up. But if we right click and say zoom to layer, that's that image of the climate average precipitation for Utah that we downloaded. So if I go back, oh, no, I wouldn't want to get rid of it. But if I go map and I click back, it'll navigate me back to where I was. And then I got the CSV files. And so what I wanted to show in this video is just how to bring those CSV files in to the real world. So you can just drag these things into your project as well. So I'll do that. They don't show up because they're not GIS files, but they have GIS data in them, and you can open them, and that'll open their data tables, and you can see what type of data tables they have. So they have a station name, so they're rain gauges. They have a station name. They have a name of the location where they're at, and then they have a latitude and longitude location, which is how we'll be able to plot them on the map. And then they have the data that we want, annual precipitation for the normals. If we open this other one, we'll see that it has two things. So it has the station, and it has it twice, and it has 2 different years worth of data. This is not exactly what we want this to look like, and we'll get into that later, but we basically want it to have one column, or sorry, one row for each station, and then 2 columns, one for the year 2021 and the other for year 2022. But let's not worry about that yet. First, let me just show you quickly how to add this data to the map. So we'll do it with the Utah normals because that one is already set up the way we want. So you just right click on it and you can say display XY data. There are other ways to do this, but this is the most efficient. It usually recognizes using this mechanism what fields you want, and even tries to predict what coordinate system you want. So it saw there's a longitude and latitude field. Longitude are, these are geographic coordinates, right? Degrees, minutes, seconds, or decimal degrees in this case. And so we can see that it's already predicted we want geographic coordinate system, world geographic coordinate system, 1984. That will work for sure with this data set. And it knows that the X is longitude and the Y is latitude, and that's correct. So just say OK, and this should work. Sometimes the most common error is people will add XY data. They'll put in the XY correctly, they'll choose the wrong coordinate system. Instead of choosing a geographic coordinate system, they choose a projected coordinate system. And yeah, the degrees don't match up well with the meters or feet, and it's in the wrong part of the world, infinitely small or something like that. You just need to go back and change the coordinate system if that happened to you. But you can see that just brings up all of these different rain gauges that have average values across the state of Utah and beyond. So in that climate data download that I made, I selected the state of Utah, but it actually just uses the geographic corners of a rectangle that roughly align with the state of Utah. So it does have something from neighboring states as well, but that might actually be a good thing for us as we move forward. Okay, so that's how you would add XY data. Once you've done it, that's actually a kind of feature class. It should have been saved within your geodatabase. Let's see if that's true. So if we go over here to Lab1 geodatabase, you can see there it is. It's already in there. So it's a feature class. It auto-named it. Yep, that is video number 2.